Summer and her family always spend idyllic summer vacations in Canada on the Cree reservation where her mom's family lives. But this year, some things are troubling her. First, Summer starts having vivid dreams about running away from one of the real-life residential schools that tore Native children from their families in order to erase their Native identities. Not long after that, she learns of a shocking discovery at the school her grandpa once attended. Now more elders, including her grandpa, are starting to speak up about their experiences at these places, and Summer and her cousin are taking note. The two girls are determined to learn all they can about their past, and as they do, they start to meet some extraordinary people, including a very special elder, a woman who is able to enlighten Summer about the source of her dreams, and a girl called Buffalo Dreamer. My preview today is Buffalo Dreamer by Violet Duncan. "You can't get in with just this," the officer yells at us. "I know my rights," my mother answers sternly, "and my rights say, as an Indian woman, I can use my Indian status card when driving across the Canada-US border." They stare at each other, expecting the other to back down. Knowing my mom, we could be here all night. Almost every year we have this fight with the border agents about getting into Canada, the country of my mother's birth. We have passports like just a foot away in our glove compartment, but Mom still insists on using our Indian status cards. The officer turns his questioning on me. "And what about you? You have a passport?" I reach for my earbuds and pull on the cord. "Huh? What did you say?" "I said, do you have a passport?" he repeats impatiently. "My daughter is a minor. You don't get to talk to her," my mom says sharply, blocking his line of sight to me from his booth. "I can ask in the presence of a parent. Okay, feisty? Retract your claws." He snickers on the last part. I feel my face flush and my heart start to race. "Mom, let's just give him the passports," I whisper. "No, Summer, it's our right." Mom turns back to the officer and addresses him calmly. "Don't you know the law around here? It's written right here in the Jay Treaty." She hands the man a folded copy of the document. Mom always keeps extra copies of the treaty in the glove compartment of our car, along with copies of our birth certificates, immunization records, numbers for important contacts like our lawyer and doctors, and a stash of emergency cash. Mom is always prepared. The officer's wearing those glasses with the mirror tint, so I can't see his eyes, but I imagine at this moment they're probably bulging out. He stammers something and shuts his window with a snap. Mom turns to me and grins. She couldn't care less that we could have been out of here like 10 minutes ago if we'd just shown our passports. Now this officer has to go grab his manager, or whatever. Slumping down into my seat, I look out the window and notice another Native family in the next lane. A woman around my mom's age is dealing with her border agent, but it's the older woman in the back seat who catches my eye. She has a strong, beautiful profile and looks so peaceful and unbothered with the crossing ordeal that she calms me. She's wearing a scarf wrapped around her head and tied under her chin. Maybe she feels me staring because she turns my way and gives me a nod, and a feeling of connection passes through me. Then the car she's in moves on, and I watch her disappear over the hill into Canada. A few minutes later, Our window reopens, and this time a female officer appears. She reaches out without saying anything and gives Mom back our 3 status cards. One for me, one for Mom, and one for my little brother, Sage, who's glued to a movie in the back seat. Any tobacco, alcohol, or money reaching up and over $10,000? She asks. Pneumonia, nope to all, Mom answers. All right, have a safe trip, she says. As she shuts the window, I can see the other officer hovering angrily behind her. Well, that was easy, my mom says as we pull away, and I have to laugh, because even though I sometimes get impatient with her, I've got to admit, I'm impressed with her persistence. My mom knows her rights and does not take nonsense from anyone. And this has been a preview of Buffalo Dreamer.